Well, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host. I'm Angel, Red Corn Outdoors. So check it out. I mentioned that we were going to be doing a budget bottle build, and that's what this is going to be, guys. I got the Venturi Avenger. This is my first PCP, and this one's a 22. And we're doing a bottle conversion on a budget. Yes, on a budget, guys. So to start things off, we went with a low budget aluminum bottle. Just rated 4,500 PSI. Picked that guy off of eBay for $30. So that's our first piece of the puzzle. Second piece of the puzzle is inside this box. That's what connects this bottle to this rifle. So I did some looking around online, and I managed to find the best price was from AE Swede. Appreciate it. At $89 for the kit, guys. That's a heck of a deal. This is the complete kit. Comes with your adapter, comes with your plug, and all your necessary O-rings, plus your Foster fittings, all included in that kit. We'll open that up and get it out here. So now, if you do the math, we got $89.99 right here, tied up here, another $30 there. That's a $120 bottle conversion for the Venturi Avenger. I don't know if you're going to find a better price than that. Obviously, if you wanted to go with a carbon fiber bottle, it's going to cost you a little bit more, but that wouldn't be a budget build right now. So let's get this stuff out of the way and let's get into this. So as far as my rifle is concerned, there's not a whole lot I need to take off. Obviously the lower tube and the main tube got to come off. I've already degassed it. Right down on the bottom right here, you can loosen that Allen screw right there and degas it, and I recommend you do it nice and slow. So it's already been degassed, so we can skip that part. Basically what I got to do now is go ahead and remove my mod, the cap, my barrel band, and my grip. Probably go ahead and remove this piece here as well, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to try to do this all in one take. Beautiful Saturday morning. We're going to give it a shot. So we will start, or at least I'm going to start with removing my hardware. This is the RCO moderator stripper. I'll get that out of the way. Pull our barrel band off. Let me get the cap off. There's our cap. And so far, I think all I'm going to need really is probably this 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench. Hey, buddy. Son's out here to join us.
Yep.
Doing better, huh, Bubba?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'll try to hurry it up here. Don't want to bore you guys with a long video. But I thought for sure you guys would be interested in a budget bottle build. Pull that guy off. There's that. Now, of course, this piece right here and this piece right here we won't be reusing because of the bottle.
Was I?
Working on the video right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
You.
You too? Well, you can hang out here with me, buddy.
Okay.
Okay, it is coming loose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me?
Sure. Pop that guy off real quick. Maybe. That's loose. Get the other side. This is my fake AR magwell that I printed and put on there. Alrighty. That guy. Well, did forget one Allen wrench. I need a 3 millimeter. I will be right back. Let me slide that off. I will pause this video while I go get that so you ain't gotta wait. And we're back. All right. So I had to run downstairs grabbing my 3 millimeter. So I will go ahead and provide a link for these products down below in the description, so long as YouTube doesn't take it down. And I'll get that posted. Set that there, that there, that there. Don't need that. So far I've needed a 2.5 and a 3 mil. That piece comes right off. All right. And basically what you're left with is your 3 tubes exposed. Now, we do not have to remove the barrel, so the barrel can stay in place. The only reason I took the moderator off was so I can slide off the barrel band and the handguard. So now what we'll do is we're going to go to attempt to turn these loose. Yep. That didn't take much, just a little bit of hand pressure. Oh. Got a little bit of air, you hear that? Huh. Thought we got it all out.
Oh, Daddy. Oh, me?
Hang on. It's almost at the very bottom. Well, apparently we didn't get it all out. There was just a little bit left. It looked like it was on 0. All right, you definitely don't want to try to do that while it's full. You probably won't be able to get it loose. It'll be really tight. So that's your one tube. Now we got to take our main tube off. And again, hand tight is all it is, so it comes off fairly easy. So there's our main tube. Now basically what we're left with is our barrel and shroud. And we'll get that off so you can see. That's also threaded. Now, one of the things I did see on Tony FL's website, or I'm sorry, YouTube channel, he did a barrel shortening video, and I'm really interested in doing that myself. So, oh my God, I got a bunch of dirt in there. So we'll make sure we'll get that cleaned up. Whew. Anyways, not going to worry about that part right now. But yeah, I seen that. He did that barrel shortening video. I think he narrowed his or shortened his barrel down by 3 inches. So definitely something I'm going to be considering. Alrighty. Got that apart. There's no gas, there's no ammo. Rifle is on safe. Now our next step. So this is our adapter right here. I guess I could have took the time to pre-install this, but we can do that after. We'll get this put on. So one thing you will definitely need, if you don't have it, is some O-ring lube. And you want to use the silicone type on your seals. You don't want to use any type of grease or anything like that, or oil. Those things can be highly combustible. This right here is intended for O-rings. Alrighty, here's our bottle.
Are you?
This is a 0.35 liter bottle. It comes out to 350 cc's. I don't remember what the stock setup is on it. So we'll go ahead and put a little bit of lube on this. O-rings already installed on this. I'll lube that up.
Your brother has a Ming.
Yeah, dog's barking.
Why?
They're having an auction. They're having an auction down the street. Okay. Almost jumped the gun, guys. We actually got to get our cap in first. So your cap is going to go in this top port where your main tube was, and then our adapter's going in the bottom one. Can you see that? Top, bottom. Here's our fill cap, or our plug, I'm sorry. That's our plug right there. Put some oil on that guy as well. You okay, buddy?
Yeah.
Clean the front of that block off. Get that threaded in by hand. And this does not require a whole lot of torque, guys. Oh, I'm going to step out of frame here for a second. Grab my wrenches. And of course that's too small. So luckily I got my Nimpex pliers here that are adjustable, and we don't want to tighten it super tight. You just want it just snug. The air pressure is actually going to help seal that up, but we got that O-ring in there. That's good. Now we can put our second part on. We'll put that in by hand.
Oh, so good.
Hang on there, Bubba. There you go. Alrighty. And what I'm going to do for now on this one, I'm going to clock it so that the opening is down on the bottom. One second. There's a small issue here. You've seen that. So when I was looking at it, the hole that goes from here to the main block isn't lining up. So I'm wondering if maybe I need to spin this part around here. Of course, I ain't got my O-ring tools. Come on, baby. What? Get that lube on there. It's hard to get them off.
No.
Okay. So there's a hole here. And a hole there. Oh, you know what? I guess it really doesn't matter.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Where? Hey.
Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. Let's get back into this. So, I pulled it off. This can only go on one way. So there's just enough clearance. There's a hole here and there's a hole on the bottom piece. And there's just enough clearance that the air is able to get to it. I thought the holes had to line up, but they don't. Put a little bit of lube because I wiped it all off, taking it off. Alrighty. Get this guy started.
A nice day.
It is a nice day. So I'm going to clock that with that pointing down. And again, I'm going to grab my little Nip-X pliers here. I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure on it. A little bit smaller. Oh, buddy, that cough sounds horrible. And again, I'm going to have it orientated. The orientation for the fuel port pointing straight down on the bottom. And we may move that later on. But for right now, I want to go ahead and get that part put together. Now the next step, and I should have done that while I had it, put a little bit of lube on this guy. That's our O-ring that's going to seat into our bottle. We screw that on. Sorry, I'm not looking in the camera. There's our bottle. That's just going to screw right on there. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to make a new bottle band for this so I can attach my bipod. That'll be another video. And we may attach it to the barrel as well. We may not. We'll see how it shoots without it. And then we'll see how it, and maybe we try doing one with it. And again, this only's got to be hand tight. Once you put air in that thing, it is not coming off. Son, you feeling all right?
Yeah.
You're getting over it, man. You got that nasty cough. Alrighty. He wants to be out here with all the action, right, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. So far, we're moving along pretty good, guys. Got any questions? Let me know in the comments below. Sweet. That's our seal for right there.
Another day.
That's a seal for in there.
No key bug though.
Hmm?
No key bug. Come on.
Actually,
Come on though.
the coma's under the table.
I definitely.
Yeah. Let's see here. We need a wrench now, guys. Nope, that might be a 13.
Key bug, where are you?
Man. Sorry about that, guys. Well, it's not a 10. It's not a 12. I don't have an 11. But let's try a 7/16. Well, that's weird. It's a 7/16. You'd think it would have been metric. That's odd. Huh. Yep. Almost there. Now you don't want to over tighten this thing, but you do want to get it snug because you don't want to crush that seal to the point where it's not, or it's actually crushing and blocking your hole either. So with that said and done, that should pretty much be it for the bottle conversion. Now we can go ahead and put our moderator stripper back in. Gotta tie that up. Let's see here. We do have some extra seals. Good. Got a cap. Alrighty. We're going to put a little air in there, and then we're going to check and listen for leaks, guys. You better tighten up that bleeder. Got that snug. Whoa. This is my tank. Here, I don't want to drop it. Let's put some air in it. Actually, spin it around so I can see the tank gauge. There we are. If you're hanging around this long, I appreciate it. I was trying to do it all in one shot. That didn't quite work out, but let's see what we got here. Whoa. Close that valve. We'll put a little bit of air. We're going to start off really slow. Now I'm not seeing any movement. Oh, you know why? No, I should read. Well, that is strange. I just put air to it and nothing happened. Let's see. No air there. Well, that's weird. Huh. Well, we ran into a little problem. Ran into a small problem, guys. Well, guess I'm going to have to take it apart and diagnose it now. We'll find out what's happening. Not sure what happened. We got air pressure, you heard that. But for some reason, air is not going from here into the tank or showing up on the gauge or inside the block. So I will take it apart, investigate, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, found the problem. So it kind of goes back to what I said earlier. When you're tying up the Foster fitting, don't over tighten it. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't think I did, but I did. So I went back, looked, read the instructions online. And one of the things that he did mention on there is when you put that on, to slowly tighten it up. So as you're getting, you know, so you get the air in, you don't want to tighten up too much because you'll crush that. You'll crush the seal down the bottom, and it won't let it go. You know, won't let that airflow in there. So with that said and done, and just did a quick test so you can hear it. So we got air going there, guys. That's a good sign. Now let's put our bottle back. Get this guy back on. This is the second bottle install I've done. First one I've done on the Avenger, the other one I did on the Notos. And just from my experience alone, they actually gone fairly easy. Now I have ran into some complication obviously with that one, and I ran into an issue on the Notos. You all right? He's doing a lot better, guys. But yeah, I ran into an issue on the Notos, but it actually wasn't the assembly part of it. It was the adjustability part of it. I was only getting 1800 psi out of the reg. That's where it will max out. It's supposed to have been rated from 1500 to 2500, but we'll bring another video on that one once I get the parts that I've ordered to get that fixed. So let's go ahead and put a little air in here now. Get that wrench. Put a little more tight. There we are. Make sure that I close that back off. Yeah, that's closed. All right, let's try to put a little air in here. I'm gonna have to cock it. Well, I hear it's filling up, guys. We're going real. Slow it down a little bit. So one thing when you do fill up from a tank, the air source from a tank and fill it up really quick. And you really don't want to do that. You want to go nice and slow. This way, you know, it doesn't stress your seals out. Plus, you can fill your bottle. They'll start to get warm. Fittings will start to get warm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're sitting about 2,000 psi right now. I think my bottle only has just over 3,000. So even though the Avenger can hold a lot more, tank's rated for a lot more, we'll just put whatever I have here in the bottle. Take a couple cracks, you know, and I'm probably gonna let it sit overnight. We'll let it sit for the most part of the day and see if we got any leaks. I don't hear any. I don't feel any. But we'll let it sit. And if we do have a leak, then we'll go ahead and take some soapy water and spray it down and see if we can find out where it's at. All right, we're right at, look at 3,200 psi. Close this off. All right. That's off. No fill cap. That's a good sign, because I've had some where you put the fill cap on and pop it right off. So that's what we're looking at, guys. This is my Venturi Avenger in 22. Now has been converted to a bottle. Real simple install. I mean, if you're handy with some basic hand tools and got a decent head on your shoulders, I think you guys can do this. I watched other guys do it online, so I mean, I'm not the only one out there that's done it now. But I watched a lot of other YouTubers do it as well. But yeah, no, pretty simple. Oh. There we go. I'll go grab a magazine, throw a couple shots and see how it does. And then later on too, we'll do some adjustments on there and see what kind of feet per second we can get. You know, we should be sitting right about that 900, 880 to 900 mark is what I last remember it being. And we were shooting the 18.13s, and this rifle, I mean, it does really well with those. I just picked up some of the Hades monsters. Those are the 25 grains, so I want to be able to shoot those projectiles out of here. And I think this will be a great squirrel gun. Now, I do have it right now set up in the tactical version. This I 3D printed myself, 3D printed that myself. Obviously, this is a standard buffer tube with a standard buttstock, AR buttstock. So I've been looking at the wood stock, the Craven wood stock. Big Mix did one on his, and I really like the look of that. Plus, it's got the adjustable cheek piece on there as well. So that's something I'm probably going to be doing next. So a little bit something else to add to this budget build. But hey, for $120, you too can put your gun on the bottle. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, I'm gonna put the links down below as well. Go ahead and hit me up. If you like what you've seen so far, go ahead and subscribe. And it doesn't cost you anything either if you want to go and hit that like button. Hayden, you got anything to say?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Fight.
Freddy loves Five Nights at Freddy's. All right, guys, I'm going to go and shut this down. So, guys, after I did let it sit overnight, I did develop a leak. Put some soapy water over it, and it was leaking from around the fitting itself. So I took it apart, and you can see here in the picture, there was a metal sliver from the machining process. I did reach out to Aaron at AE Swede just to let him know. Obviously, he does not machine these; he just sells them. And just wanted to make him aware of it. And he was, you know, very understanding, had no issues. Put some new O-rings, took that piece out, leak was fixed. Thanks, buddy.